I just had to ask you, dude, like, how did you prepare for Shark Tank? How did you come out there like you did?
Yeah. No, I mean, I can tell you, man, that was it was in 2020, so there was
COVID.
full COVID going
Yeah.
on around, right? So if anyone's watches the show, you'll see that one of my one of the things that I do is like, I kind of like rip off this lab coat, and I'm basically topless, and I'm like, wait, so I gotta get in shape for this, because obviously, I try. I keep in good shape all year round, but not like shredded.
Yeah.
And so that was one of the biggest challenges, because I couldn't go to a gym.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
everything was closed. COVID, right, closed every gym. So I'm like, I got to come up with some routine here at home, and I did, man. I came out with this awesome routine, and I got in good shape for the show. I had like a month to do it, and then once we got into, one of the things that they had to do was move the studio from LA to Las Vegas, because LA was shut down completely,
Okay.
and they were actually thinking about canceling the whole year. But they found a location in Las Vegas, and they figured, we can move the whole studio to Las Vegas, and now we're going to have people come into Las Vegas. So we went in there, but we had to isolate, for I think it was 10 days.
Oh,
So
wow.
we were inside a room for
Oh,
10
no.
days. We couldn't leave the room, man.
Oh, man.
They were like, if you leave the room, you're out, So like, I'm like, okay,
Wow.
man, I gotta stay in this room for 10 days. So can you imagine, right?
No, I
Being
can't.
inside for 10 days.
I would lose my mind. I don't know how you
Yeah.
did it.
Man, here's the worst part, right? So they had like, what am I gonna eat? Right? Because I knew
Yeah.
this is going on. So I can't just eat French fries and hamburger, right? Like I gotta like keep my diet well, and everything else with protein, right? So I loaded a suitcase, man, with like
Wow.
tuna cans, man. I made like 20 pounds of grilled chickens, which I put them in Ziploc bags,
Yeah.
and I asked them for ice every day so I could put it in there. So I basically, you know, build up a whole 10 days full of meals, man.
Wow. Wow. I don't think the mini fridge is that big.
I tell you, I asked them for, so it's funny things, because, I couldn't leave the room. So I had to ask them. I called them. I was like, hey, can you give me some ice? Because I got some stuff I put in ice. And they bring me like one of these little containers. So I was like, yeah, now I need like a can, like a big, garbage can full of ice.
Yeah.
And they brought me a huge freaking can full of ice. I was like, right, can you do this every day for the next 10 days?
Oh, man, that's
And
awesome.
they did, man. I swear to God, this is true. So I was trying to find, like, I was trying to do pull ups, so I was trying to find little edges in the room where I could do pull ups.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But what it did for me, though, man, it's like those 10 days were actually really good for me, because I was focused. There was no distraction.
Yeah.
I could completely focus on the Shark Tank thing, and so I basically practiced a lot of my pitch. I kind of went through all the questions that I've seen, in previous shows that they try to ask, and try to come up with a list of good answers. A negotiation chart
Yeah.
that I made. It's like, okay, if he offers me this much, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
They're all in my head. All the numbers were in my head. Like, oh, yeah. I didn't want to start like, oh wait, hold on, give me a second. Let me pull out my calculator here and see what
Yeah.
you're trying to offer me. So I try to memorize every scenario to see, what kind of deal I would take or not. The whole 10 days, man, were really good for me. It helped me prepare a lot, but it was very intense, man. From morning till night, that's all I basically, that's all I did.